Welcome back to the channel. Today I interviewed someone, and that interview is going to show up on the screen very shortly. Unfortunately, the first 2 minutes are very corrupted, a lot of sound issues, a lot of things went wrong. I was trying to fix it, and it got to a point in which I just said, screw it. The first 2 minutes are really just a wash. I decided to include them just for context. I was very blessed to have an old friend of mine come on. It was a wonderful conversation, and there will be multiple different episodes on this conversation. We talked for a very long time, and I'm just going to upload the highlights. Without further ado, I introduce to you two wonderful idiots. What's up, virgins? Hello, welcome back. I have a guest. He's insane.
I'm not medically or anything of the sort, just emotionally.
So I've made this man feel very uncomfortable for years. I have.
Relatively. Sometimes.
So why did you agree to this?
Because we're friends.
Bad idea. So you made some bad decisions. Well, what do you want to talk about? You can ask me any question. I'll answer as honestly as I'm legally allowed to.
All right. Do you have any idea why deep down in your soul you do actively say whatever you can to make me uncomfortable?
That's a good question. You just give off good reactions. And maybe it's you aura farm too hard and I feel jealous.
Maybe. Okay, I think we have to break something down. Aura farming would mean have you ever seen Dragon Ball?
No, I know what aura farming is.
Okay, yeah. I talk too much to aura farm. I put my own...
Maybe that's your aura.
You know what? I've never considered that aura farming could mean different things. Sometimes, what if it really is truly just, in some cases, someone being too much of themselves?
Yes.
That could be it.
Aura farming, it comes from the heart.
Are you sure you don't want to point the camera down more? Not that you...
So, just so everyone's aware of what's going on, the voice right now is post-edit Kaiser. I ran into so many difficulties uploading this video, and this was the best way to do it. The lovely little man who's not me is a good friend of mine. I'm just going to refer to him as Big D for the purposes of this video. So Big D's a man I've known for some time now, and I said, hey, you wanted to do an interview? I'll go on YouTube. You have every right to say no. If you want, I can refer to you as a alias, a different name. I gave him a mask, and he said, no, I feel comfortable having my face on camera. So this video was made with the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're like that.
Well, we want to point it right at the good part, right?
Luckily, I'm already covering myself, so yeah.
I should do that more often.
Yeah, it's an important place, and
well, that's how I scare off my victims,
He doesn't have victims. That's not something he has. Okay. It is to my understanding that you've gone in depth on AI chatbots and AI.
I did do one, so I kept getting an ad about AI waifus.
Oh, wow.
So I said, I'm just going to download it. It was free. Probably stole so much data and all of my private information. But so has the government, so.
Can I ask what service you were being advertised to?
Pornography.
Okay. And that's how they hit their market. They have to hit certain markets, and that makes sense.
Yeah.
Was it a good experience?
You know what? No, because I was using it as a philosophical counterpart. I was debating philosophy with it, and the different AIs you were only allowed to ask so many questions, and one of them was really stupid,
Oh, yeah, because they were all based on, AI anime archetypes.
Yeah, I was asking them about Bertrand Russell.
And Bertrand Russell's an atheist, and they were trying to convince me Bertrand Russell believes in God. So that was quite.
Well, you know what? I feel like. Well, first of all, AI is obviously our actual intelligence. You know, that's the artificial part of it. And they can only do so much. I don't think they have a genuine ability to parse what elements of a text mean what.
Yeah.
They can only regurgitate, right? So when they see that Bertrand Russell and God are in the same paragraph, they assume, oh, this guy is like a big time priest.
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that God with him. You know?
Yeah.
He's big with the big boy.
Yeah.
One of them I was actually very unattracted to. I want to make that clear.
Do you know what kind of woman she was?
She was spiritual, the New Age spiritualist movement, and I'm like, no, I'm what you call a crazy religious zealot. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that one person's right, everyone else is wrong. This New Age, we all have our own truth now. You know, bring back that Bible bashing hellfire.
I used to read Rick Riordan books.
Yes.
And he doesn't exactly have a story of young adults working with Jesus and being the children of God.
That would be
great. Which would be great. I would love to see a pair of children, or just one. It can be one child. It's fine. Work alongside the son of Poseidon, so that they're turning all of the water into wine.
Yeah.
And Percy is, bringing waves upon waves from wine.
Is he drunk?
I mean, if we're all, can alcohol? You can't be inebriated through your skin, right? It's not.
I have no clue.
Because, if you okay.
This is a podcast. We don't care about fact checking.
If you soak someone in a vat of alcohol, the least acidic possible, we're talking, just chill in a thing of beer, or maybe wine. Yeah. People stomp on, Ocean Spray. They stomp on, stomp on cranberries. So, I mean, some of that's got to be fermented at some point. I imagine it's not too harmful for your skin. If you soak someone in that, would they eventually become inebriated to any degree?
I have no clue.
Could you fail a breathalyzer test just by, sponging in some of that good old brew?
I don't know.
Because, you're not allowed to touch, poison dart frogs. This is my entire mental process.
So, poison dart frog, bottle of alcohol, same.
Can we mix? I know we're trying to, clone sheep and whatever, but what if I have scientists make me a poison dart frog that can get me drunk just from touching it? Is that animal abuse, first of all? Are we, Well,
here's what you need to understand. I'm actually very pro-animal abuse.
Okay.
All of them.
And animal testing and such.
Yeah, I'm full-blown animal abuse. We don't have enough of it, actually.
Are you Mormon? No, I'm sorry. Are you Amish?
I have a cousin. Oh, well, sorry. The husband of a cousin who was convinced I was Jewish almost bought me a menorah until his wife, my cousin, said not to. I did spend 2 years in the Mormon community. I was mistaken as Amish. Some of one of our mutual friends, their friends, you actually met them.
Yes.
They refer to me as the Amish man.
Yeah.
I have people think I'm the only religion I can think of that I have some people convinced that I am a Taoist. And I actually had to call up one of my friends and say, actually, I'm not a Taoist.
Just gotta clarify. I hope this doesn't bring any sort of rift between our friendship.
It didn't, but
what was it you were betting on? Most people just assume that I am religious, when in all reality I'm not, and I'm just relatively well educated. And I just see something like the Bible at face value, not face value, but in the metaphorical sense. Where it's like a collection of fables, of lessons, because if the Greeks don't get to believe in their gods anymore, why should anyone at all?
They're not.
Because you know what? Their gods were allowed to fuck up. And I think that's the most realistic thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, no, there was something really meaningful behind God asking, was it Abraham? To kill his own son.
Oh, so that's the Abraham killing Isaac or Ishmael incidents, the
Yes.
binding of Isaac.
Yes, the Binding of Isaac. Okay.
Great video game.
Yeah, wonderful video. And people are like, oh no, that was very serious and he's just testing his faith. Meanwhile, something like that happened with the Greeks. It would be testing faith, but also he's trolling.
Well, there will be more of this podcast uploaded. Unfortunately, my computer doesn't have the greatest video editing, so I might have to break this interview up into a couple different parts. This would just be part one of the interview. I'm looking into finding a way to get this all uploaded as one continuous thing. Unfortunately, some of the video got corrupted, and there's a bunch of little different minute little things that happen, so we'll see what happens.